Dame un momentito, estoy terminando de escuchar una canción. Es que la canción está tan buena que uno dice, espérate, tengo que terminarla primero. Anda, el control. Y esto tengo que bajarle el volumen. Así que de un momentito. También tengo que probar si el live está, porque a veces no se pone. No sé por qué. Ok, está puesto. Papá dejó su teléfono. Papá dejó su teléfono. Ay, búscalo a ver si mamá se está llamando. Ay.
There's something in the air. Something that tells me a new case is brewing.
Like a salesman, the Kaholasaurus. Oh, and a tea of snacks for yelling at some kid.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area.
Glad you like it.
Hey, Mualani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has...
And Kachina?
Kachina fell in battle. But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the...
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first time.
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head up high.
All right, thanks for letting me know. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking it was bad news for a moment.
Mualani, you said the Abyss was like... Think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, wouldn't it make more sense to send them to attack Kachina and her small team? Not that Paimon wants them to be in anymore.
Relax, I get it. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is to... But through our... 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Teyvat. You know, that's right. Conria suffered greatly during that time. But so did every other nation in Teyvat. And NATLAN was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of primal instinct, but we now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning.
Yes, and luckily, now every...
You must have had
every battle, responsibility, but to think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know?
Es una referencia a un anime. Es una referencia a un anime. Solo que no me recuerdo cuál.
We have to. Anyway, let's head to the state the sea's not going in.
Empezamos el acto 2. Vamos a ver qué mucha porquería vamos a comer aquí. Esta mañana yo hice todas las comisiones, ¿verdad? Sí, yo hice todas las comisiones ahorita. Sí, perfecto. Y creo que hice todo. Hice un montón de cosas. Espérate. Sí, ya hice todo. ¿Ah? Dominio. Cachina no está ahí, me preocupa. Ahí está la nena chiquita esa de...
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Mujer, me asustaste tú.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person.
Looks like I'm just in time. Yeah, the commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Milani. Is everyone alright?
Kinish, ¿qué hacemos?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up his sleeve, by the way. He's...
Hey, look! Is it about to...
That's right. Come on, let's find a spot with a good... Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot...
Yo no vi a Kachina ahí.
Warriors of NATLAN, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend.
The Pyro Archon. Hold up. Ella es hermosa.
Those who grew alongside sun and wind.
Es como un himno nacional de NATLAN.
Those who forged our own destiny and future.
Como tú dices ese nombre, ni Totira. Bro, how do you say that?
That is NATLAN's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Mira, le está brillando el pelo, Ah, ya no le brilla. ¿Para dónde cogió? Se metió en el fuego. Algo cool va a pasar. Ahí es que llegan los Fatui o algo así. Algo va a pasar. ¡Cutscene!
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
¡Oh! ¡Está desaparecida, Cachina!
What?
¡No, Cachina!
What does that even mean?
No me digas eso. ¡Cachina! ¿Qué le pasa?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something went wrong.
What's going on? This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all. Think about it. The ode rekindles all
Y
victors.
siempre hay uno que hace dudar a todo el mundo.
Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
¡Métanse ustedes a pelear entonces! Cojones.
Hey!
Perdón.
You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
¡Cúchala!
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Chasca.
Maybe you did. But who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran off. Why would the YM recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
¡Cállate,
How
canto!
dare you insult a hero of NATLAN like that?
Mira, te voy a jaltar a puño.
She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Para que te...
Calm down, Mulani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
Uy,
Can't
Melanie.
just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war, or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
¡Métele un puño! ¡Jáltenlo a puño! ¡Mátenlo!
It's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory. Maybe the YM interpret victory.
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
Esto...
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her!
No! She's been waiting for this moment no matter how daunting the situation. No matter how scared she might feel. She's always the first person to stand up. We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves glory.
Y yo te voy a romper la cara, ese stupid buzz cut.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my to prevent further casualties. I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is...
What?
No one is all-knowing, but doubt is a means by which we seek the truth. If there
Escuchaste.
are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt
No,
even though I have said nothing to change your...
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for all that glory talk earlier.
Escúchalo.
I have a question, Archon.
Malani, no te pongas. Diablo, estás como... ¿Cómo es? ¿Quién era la que se ponía...? ¿Quién fue que se puso en contra del Arconte en una?
My friend Kachina. I know you said you were investigating the situation.
I've already shared everything I know. So, what do you...
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me...
We should join you.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat. Rest assured,
¿Qué tú quieres
everyone,
conmigo?
I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed
Claro,
of the
mami.
progress
Claro
of the
que yo voy a...
Once again,
Perdón.
I apologize for the
Perdón.
outcome of this
Es
ceremony.
que las
There are
mujeres
no
de
further
Natlan...
questions. Let's part for now.
Ahí es donde mi lado pansexual de verdad sale a la luz. Ahí es donde mi lado que le encanta a las mujeres dice, mami, es que es una mami.
Ask us to come along?
I believe she did. Let's...
¿Cuántas tribus son? Yo no entiendo.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of NATLAN, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. She wasn't afraid of death, but whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy.
Mujer, no me haga...
We supported her every step, sit peacefully and wait for her return.
That's not fair.
It's all right. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
You mean...
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name 𝕔𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel. But we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you, and unlike Kenichi...
No.
You're saying it...
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart.
And that is the crux of the problem. Either way, there will be people who suffer. Once doubt has crept in, their ultimate goal to prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the Sacred Flame to keep the Abyss at bay. I understand your...
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the...
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would still be able to fuel the Sacred Flame.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the Abyss has taken Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, your sense of self will be devoured, until eventually you become one with the sea. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger.
Just like you said, Archon. Both you can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return.
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support the Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name. If we can find Kachina's, then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of soul?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to, however, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel.
It's fine by me.
Same here.
No entiendo nada de esto, que si de espíritu.
The Masters of the Night. It was originally you.
That was the artifact.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are... Besides... Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
Primero Arconte que nos ve y nos trata bien. Gracias.
Why?
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited? That's more like it. After all, perhaps even more than you can imagine. But ideally, this would be...
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and...
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot... But don't worry.
You didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire. But that's not...
You're right. The gradual corrosion as things stand. The pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the tribes. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to NATLAN. And Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that NATLAN's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of NATLAN's heroes.
Another simple choice.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifice. Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You mean?
Yes. Come with me.
Van a sacrificar a alguien. Yo quiero ver eso. ¿Te imaginas? Sacrificaban a alguien. Otro
The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the Abyss, but it's also the pillar of NATLAN's stability.
No sé qué van a hacer, pero se ve cool.
Are ready. I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
No, mommy, tú no.
That can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the will, all we can do.
Even so, for you to...
If I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
¿Qué va a hacer? Me huele a cutscene.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of NATLAN. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for NATLAN. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
¡Clase!
¿Qué le pasó?
Se escapó.
Andrea, imagínate.
Yo me cagué, yo. No, él no muere, él no muere, él no muere, él no muere, él no muere.
Imagínate cuánto se tardaría hacer eso.
Hacer que, Dios, se muere. No, pero en fin, yo, Dios mío, yo literal, yo estaba nada más evitando todos los spoilers de NATLAN ahí, porque cada vez me sale un edit de ellos peleando y yo, no quiero ver, y todo el mundo, él se muere, y yo, no, cállate, no digas eso, él no muere.
Mira,
Ok.
por lo menos déjame llevarte a mi casa.
Está herido, pero está vivo. Está herido, pero está vivo. Él está bien. He's fine, guys. He's fine, guys. He is okay, guys. He is fine. No puedo.
Agua viva.
Voy al aeropuerto.
Y eso no te...
No puedo.
Mira. Me voy al aeropuerto.
Haz el volumen que estoy live streaming. Ok, creo que estoy más tranquila ahora.
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
El primero. El primero. Yo pensaba que era el segundo o algo así.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah. And how much does he know about NATLAN?
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unites them is collecting the Gnosis. But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again, and we're not prepared, we're done for.
No, we're running out of time.
¡Cállate! ¡Cállate! ¡Cállate, Axel! Cuando te va a tomar el sentón, se va a saltar a puño. ¿Cómo hizo él? Te lo voy a hacer yo a ti. Te lo voy a hacer a ti. Te voy a saltar a puño. Sí, te voy a saltar a puño. Te voy a saltar a puño.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. I'll need to investigate further.
Cuando yo llegué al aeropuerto te ponen a correr.
Entendí.
Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have aided the captain.
Of course.
Cállate, no digas eso, por favor.
Yes, but fear not.
Axel, por favor, no digas eso.
NATLAN's strength has never rested solely in its Archon.
¿Qué va a hacer ella?
Together we foresaw the only path that leads
Vamos a
to
meterle
our
fuego.
nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely
Cállate
fine.
ya.
Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
Así que no puede convertir el pelo en fuego ya. Listo. Bye, no vuelvas. Por favor, no vuelvas. No vuelvas nunca.
feels like the Archon unleashed her power.
Should we go back and check what's going?
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a one-on-one.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back.
Okay, let's just keep climbing.
Ya.
Preocupante. ¿Qué achievement me gané?
Ve.
Alondra Sofía.
Ya te vi.
¿Qué va? Oh, vaya. Nuevo achievement. Nuevo achievement. No. Desesperación mortal. Porque cuando te gustan los dos lados, uno dice, ay, ojalá y gane ella. No, pero que gane él también. Es que los dos son un mami y un papi. Like, buddy. No, uno se desespera. Pero está vivo, gente. Don't worry, guys. He's fine. Sigamos. ¿Dónde rayo yo voy? Casi allá en la punta de Cristo. Se la ahí jodiéndome que va a morir. No puedo. Porque casi se muere. Coge fire damage. No sabía. Espérate, ¿qué pasa si me tiro y se muere? Aquí hay un coso. Aquí está. ¡Mira! Se murió. ¡Jodió! Fue sin querer, gente. Don't worry, guys.
Stay put.
Poor girl.
Le voy a subir de nivel a Kachina para hacerla para ponerle en mi equipo de exploración. Ahora sí. Volvemos. ¡Una lama! La carga.
The tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
No puedo. ¡Epa! ¡Hola! ¿Te perdiste el ataque de crisis que me dio ahorita viendo la pelea? Bueno, no se escuchó, pero like me puse a gritar y todo.
Chaska.
Qué feo se ve.
Nice to see you again, Wyna. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it.
Esa mujer le falta ropa.
Whoa, hold on a sec.
My friend Kachina is trapped within...
Rescue her? From the night?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there. A mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision. The nature of battle is unpredictable.
Y pues me duele la garganta del sufrimiento, de tanto gritar, porque literal me muteé y ahí mismo, ¡ay no! Él sobrevive, él va a vivir. Pero lo tengo grabado, así que ahorita lo voy a subir a YouTube. Es la grabación de ella peleando con Capitano. Y ahí, él puede, él sobrevive, gente.
I appreciate what you're trying.
I thought you might say.
Is something wrong, Wyna? This doesn't seem like you. Life isn't complete without taking risks.
If you're that determined.
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back.
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper. So she's her younger sister.
Oh, you have a younger sister.
Yes. I'll enter, but let's get back to business.
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night King, in that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat.
We couldn't do that ourselves.
With a little practice, I'm sure you could.
Who?
𝕔𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚. He's got a keen eye.
𝕔𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard stories about. Where can we find?
Ever since I know.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Vamos a salvar a Kachina. Ok, contexto. Kachina, este personaje. Espérate. Ok, yo no sé si tú has visto mis streams pasados, pero este personaje, Kachina, está atrapada en el abismo, qué sé yo, carajo. Y pues ahora hay que salvarla, ya que la diosa Pyro no pudo encontrarla en las cosas de fuego y qué sé yo no entiendo ese lore. Apenas entendí en Fontaine, ¿qué esperan de mí?
Va a buscar una maleta el locker.
Hello there, are you 𝕔𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚?
¡Ligable! Usted no.
That's me. Did you need something?
No, Adriana, no. Es un fucking NPC, Adriana. Es un freaking NPC. Es que la voz... Es que...
What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible?
Me recuerda a alguien. ¿Quién habla así? No, la garganta. Mucho sufrimiento. Mucho sufrimiento.
No, if you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place.
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Everything's fine. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name.
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malcolm?
Yes, but I'd rather not get it.
That's not a problem.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look?
¿Qué van a hacer? Ah, sí, van a buscar a Kachina. Con esa cosa, ¿qué es eso? ¡Los cuernos de Anthony! ¡Arrancaron los cuernos a Anthony!
I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost.
Le arrancaron los cuernos a Anthony y lo están usando de aparato para entrar a un mundo mágico. Qué cool.
Wow, you got all.
I just picked up on the bait. I'll go find an open area and.
We'll go right away.
First, I'll need.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when...
By creating something tangible in our world.
Oh, I see.
Right. Normally you can only...
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there. Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke high.
I appreciate it. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything
Imagina
up.
que se lo robe. Para mí que se lo va a robar.
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more in... Hang on, Kachina.
Me duele la garganta. Make preparations. Hacer preparaciones. Uy, esto es más grande de lo que yo pensaba. Dame.
Hello. Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much?
Oh, the whole thing?
Oh, deal.
Wait.
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just...
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. All right.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the...
Dame obsidiana. O si no, tengo que ir a buscarlo en Minecraft.
Excuse me. do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got...
Perfect. Is that the only one? Thank you so much.
Ahora viene y no tiene obsidian.
Everything.
I know, it's just Kachina always gave...
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady.
Habla como el de...
Perfect. Thank you.
Gracias por
If you
lo...
hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. Here you go. How's he doing?
Do you know what happened?
I heard about it in Malco's 5 years, but on the eve...
Then what happened?
The team of Grit 𝕔𝕚𝕚𝕚. It's just 𝕔𝕚𝕚𝕚 went into a deep... Oh, yeah, I've tried the abyss. Anyway.
No quiero el contexto de... Necesito hacerlo por si es que no sé... Aún no sé. Nah, yo no voy a cerrar en un buen rato. Yo tengo que terminar esta misión de 3 horas. ¿Verdad? ¿Cuántas horas llevo ya? No llevo ni 40... No llevo ni 50 minutos. Jodió esto. Decir que va a ser tedioso. Como yo... Hold up, guys. I got this. No, no llegué. Vete pa'l... Voy a llorar. Sufrimiento, sufrimiento. Como yo no llegué a este, te lo juro que voy a llorar. Sufrimiento. Ok, llegué. Don't worry, guys. Llegué. Que oh. Fijamos que yo no hice eso. Vamos a fingir que yo no hice eso. Vamos a fingir que yo no hice cometer. Que yo no cometí tremenda estupidez y casi me caigo. Y soy anormal. A mí nada más se me ocurre. Oh, que China, corre. Oh, que China, corre. Voy a salir ahora. Gracias, Kachina. Ella es un personaje muy útil para exploración.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here.
I've made all the necessary adjustments. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient... Go ahead. After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer number of enemies. If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I've always...
But that happened since the Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually...
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. All right, let's get to it.
Hacia un ritual. ¡A los cuernos de Anthony están brillando!
Prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom.
¿Qué?
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments 𝕔𝕚𝕚𝕚 mentioned. Let's get closer.
Ay, ahora tiene novio.
Monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
¿Dónde salió eso? Porque son nivel 71. That's not fair, guys.
Don't be scared.
Como que casi me matan a Haze out. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. I got this. Don't worry, guys. I'm okay. I'm okay, guys. La vida no tiene color, todo lo veo negro. Yo te odio con toda mi vida. ¿Por qué todos los que me salen tenían que ser de fuego? ¡Dame quieto! Este es el que tengo que matar primero. Salte en medio con este cabrón. No, ese no, salte en medio. Se regenera, se regenera. No, no, no. Por favor, dime que lo maté. ¿Lo maté? Sí, lo maté. Don't worry, guys. I got this. I got this, guys. I got this, guys. I got this. ¿Por qué no? Conejo autista que ataque. ¿Qué es eso?
Not long. We're getting close.
¿Qué hace Bichana? Se desmayó. No joda. De verdad, es el último. Cupone. Ya, ahora. Cutscene. Creo. No. Se murió. Se volvió malo. ¿Qué es eso?
Quick, take it. I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the abyss.
Caramba, está pasando.
The abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep...
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there.
No, se va a morir.
Thank you.
Ah, tengo que dar presión. Dale, poderes de spamear. Dale, poderes de spamear. Imagina que está jugando evade. Odio el control. Yo no sé cómo el viajero puede controlar.
Hanging in there?
Malco. No, why can't...
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from this...
I already tried, but the power of the abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Sea Lolly. Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Oh, Dios.
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the spirit speak.
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion.
Give us a heads up next time, will you?
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof.
Okay.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Wait, where's Vichama? Vichama!
Vichama?
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming. And now...
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years.
Huh? What's that in your hand?
Huh? This is...
Oh, Dios, ¿qué hizo? Nos caímos.
Hey, Malco. God, not enough to swing a sword. I never thought I'd have... Guess I have something to be... Pisak.
Eso es racista, matar a los ne...
Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Oh, bendito, peleó a su mejor amigo. Yo también peleé a mis mejores amigos. A mi mejor amigo también en un punto. Y se fue con el...
Was that?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me...
NPC ligable. Esta noche lo buscamos en character. No.
But
¿Qué me pasa?
Malco was always the type to put on a brave face. For all these years...
Vichama.
I'm fine. Actually, I heard Chief Wina wasn't really on board with your plan when you asked for my help, but I also understood why. Once allowed to fester, guilt... If I could do it that way, there are critical junctures. That's something...
Thank you, Vichama. I promised I would find her, and I intend...
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the travel... Thanks to him, though, you were only briefly exposed.
Se murió el tipo. Puta, no se murió. Dime.
Just speaking from experience.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's... and apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone.
¿Te imaginas la regaña? Y ahora somos culpables y nos quieren meter preso por romper el lápiz. Y es esa.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that?
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Waina. I can hear it in your voice.
Honestly, it's just one... They're back.
Koichi? What are you doing here?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exactly why I'm here. My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow...
Tu hermana te va a regañar.
I'll be just a moment.
Who is that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story. It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo sores. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. That strength of will pushed her to survive.
For some reason, Paimon...
Well...
I remember those days. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire. It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get older?
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but...
Oh, I get it. No wonder you...
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're... Still, I can...
All right, it's just the two of us now.
I don't have anything to say.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am...
Again with the excuse... We agreed, but a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is!
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Waina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop...
You feel like he went back on his word.
Oh.
This is important.
You don't know that?
All right, whatever. Time out.
Chaska, does it sound like...
Then...
But the person...
That's a different issue.
I've also...
Se la de hermano. No me importa porque escucho esto todos los días cuando estoy peleando con mis hermanos.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat. Koichi! So, you're really going to go?
Then support me.
So, that...
Y la otra ahí.
You two.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of, it's not my place to get involved. But I will say this.
Thank you.
Anytime. According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact.
If only Tonegif Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
Él no lo reparó.
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Huh? I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation. If someone's life still... See, stay safe out there in the night.
¿Qué tengo que hacer?
¿Dónde vas a ir?
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
Ah, él estaba esperando que ella soltara el poder para entonces pelear con ella, pero fue de pendejo y llegó muy temprano y quedó herido por pendejo. Pero está vivo, gente. Está vivo, gente.
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some still. All you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the...
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Archon, I'm sorry.
You have nothing to be... Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down.
Will you excuse me? Wait, I can't go to the water park like this.
Ah, pensé que iba a pasar algo. Un traidor, un tipo. O bueno, al menos que sí haya salido algo, pero no me fijé. Qué lindo se ve ese lugar.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This...
Whoa. I've never seen... It looks like there are items from every tribe.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In NATLAN, everyone grows in physical items. Now, if you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to...
Alright, we'll have a look. Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head!
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. The association, and even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any length of time would still leave them gasping for breath.
Sounds like...
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. That is the belt you see before you. He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off.
Qué cool.
Make sure to handle everything with care. This cup, for example, it's heavier than it looks.
¿Cuál taza? ¡Eso es una taza! Eso no es una taza, eso es un cuerno de Anthony. Bendito, le rompieron los cuernos a Anthony.
There are so many jars and potions around here.
No, those belong to the masters of the Night Wind. Their ceremony, Yamaya, is the tools you see, the contents of the jar.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Me encanta la cara de ella. O sea,
grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
Pues ¿para qué lo tiene ahí? Si está expirado, ¿para qué lo tiene ahí? ¿Qué pasa si me siento en tu silla? No pasa nada.
Whoa, this weapon is...
Ah, that weapon belonged to Tenoch. That's because even before the disaster with the
exile,
it was a punishment. And when the Abyss attacked, he united the 6 tribes ultimately. And so...
Wow.
Indeed. Even now, his story...
Gracias.
This is Atea's...
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already.
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged...
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular... In his eyes, I saw...
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded by the abyss. He managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the... Can a fisherman claim victory if he...
Well, Paimon thinks...
That was my answer as well. In the end, he...
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head-to-head sometime.
Voy que cae bien. ¿Cómo se dice su nombre? Mavuika cae bien. Ella cae bien. Uno de los arcontes que me cae bien.
The powder still needs some time to settle. So let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection?
Yeah! If each item represents a different store, does every item hold a special memory?
That's right. They demonstrate that most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. But there's also a different theory.
At once?
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important? Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it.
Mauvika cae bien. Me está haciendo hasta pensar en todas las decisiones que cometí en mi vida.
Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate.
That does kinda make sense.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future. While the Pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars, only by uniting the people of NATLAN across count to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight. That's correct. Namely, a framework through which by holding the pilgrimage, in addition, the sacred flame will...
So, it all comes down to the power of the divine throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised.
Mira qué linda!
I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now.
¡Qué linda!
It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
It's
Porque eres estúpida, como mi hermana.
Or something like that.
Perdón.
No matter what others may say,
Tenía que decirlo,
past
perdón.
is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them. My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and he would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians we were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot.
Aww. Qué lindo.
I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that, they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska, over here, please.
Como que no quiso hablar de su pasado.
Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
Me preocupa. Pero es interesante. Ah, acabo de darme cuenta que no estoy con mis personas.
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name,
Alondra,
take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Whoopsie. Kachina! She's okay.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina! Are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyup is being affected by the Abyss.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the Wyup to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The Wyup saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible...
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is more than enough. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourself in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but you're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of NATLAN. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you.
I'm really still... I don't want you to...
All you need to do is place your trust in us. Just no one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind.
Yeah, we're so close.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse this entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
I know. I'm prepared for that.
All right. Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
Hasta ubica, sabe, la conoce.
I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people... Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Ian-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
There's still a long road ahead.
Don't be scared! So we're underneath NATLAN right now? It looks nothing like—
That's because in the distant past, NATLAN was home to an incredibly advanced civilization. Humans only established their own society after—
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait! You mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced—
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for—
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Why are you all laughing like—
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in.
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of NATLAN's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as?
Vegetable juice. Want some?
You know, Ian-san, Paimon feels like the two of us might not— Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Water jet!
place we need to go seems really high up. Nice and spicy. Don't be scared.
Nowhere to run. Water jet! Go! Yeah!
Stay put.
Water jet!
𝕔𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚, you're up. At the frying pan,
Surrender! Nowhere to run! Go!
stay put.
Futile!
Boba, get them.
Wipe out! Through me, justice is served. Her penance is due. Guilty.
Into the fire.
Nowhere to run.
𝕔𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚, you're up.
Futile! Judgment is upon you. You stand condemned.
stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about. The one ripped open by the Abyss.
Yes. There's something in the depth.
We actually have to go. Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the... It looks so... That overflow of energy is probably...
From this point forward, everything we know about the...
Paimon's more...
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so hot.
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it? You really think that little of Paimon?
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between the two.
The terrain? Yeah. These floating black things don't look super friendly either.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama. Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malko. I was completely lost to this realm, and it's like it was seeking me. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this
No. We should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker stone hadn't, but we had to destroy...
Of course. Under the power of the stone, it felt like... Turns out even our regrets were exactly the...
Whether in triumph or death, you want...
Exactly. That may not... You're looking for a young girl. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so be careful. This place has been severe.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here. You can't go wandering off. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way.
Yo estaba bien cagada. Vi esas cosas y dije, esa cosa me entiende. ¡Qué miedo! Esto no parece Genshin, esto parece un juego de terror.
Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Surrender! Pointless.
Don't get him, 𝕔𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚𝕟!
Bombs away! Go!
Me perturba, estoy bien perturbada, no me gusta. No me gusta.
Paimon can't see anything!
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
¿Cutscene? No, no es cutscene. ¿Qué carajo fue eso? Ay, no, le va a salir una alucinación. Oh, Dios. Va a haber recuerdos de su hermano.
Did you hear that? What? Never mind. It was
Don't scare Paimon like...
I heard it too.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It's...
Ahora viene y me está llamando y me está diciendo.
Paimon just heard it too!
Paimon, cállate!
Keep going! Paimon wants to get out of this place!
¿Dónde está Cachina? Ahí está. Me está dando esquizofrenia.
We're here, Kachina! Oh, honey? Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's go!
Spin to win! Stay put!
¿Por qué rayo le di ese botón?
Let's go, Twirly!
You're here. You're finally here. Thank you so much. That monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me up. The YF's power helped keep me hidden. So I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here.
Had a girl. You did.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. I can't exactly put it into words.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles, representing the Wyab of... You can think of them like the body of each one. There are countless proxies, but if a proxy were to become severely
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem. Still, we can't just leave the Wyab.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm just up ahead.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you. But that's because we want to help the Y up. You don't have anything to prove either.
All right.
We've already come all this...
Let's go.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself?
It's all right. I don't have much time, so go.
Thank you for everything.
You're a true...
Qué cool.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that.
Don't be scared.
¿Verdad? Mira, esta canción suena como 80s music. Dice, 80s music.
You'd like.
Preocupante.
Wyatt? Wyatt! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyatt! So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's prevent. Alright, get ready everyone! Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place!
Careful. We've got company.
Tenía que hacer uno de esos.
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is... He tried to get in my way. He would have dispersed with or without me. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me... No. I thought this night... That is the ancient... The Pyro Archon created... Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina...
Kachina, give me your hand. Feel that? I'm... Thanks, Moalani. Because I'm not... You're right, but you also couldn't be more...
The power of friendship unites us!
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down, it comes from our friendship. The power lies not, but in our commitment to uphold
the power of friendship, guys!
Stand together and fight!
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than two of us to handle an enemy like this. Sorry in advance, but you deserve what's coming to you! There aren't many in NATLAN who can beat us when we're together.
Power of friendship, guy!
Amazing!
LOL! Ya lo maté. The power of friendship, guys!
Amazing! Right here! Go!
Murió.
We won! We actually won! That's what he gets. Fantastic work, Kachina. This makes me so unbelievably happy. I'm happy too, Moalani.
Son como hermanas.
Huh? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's...
Wait, does that...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend. Still, seeing you pull it off, everything you said, it took years. The Pyro Arc only then. Tupac, a war...
I've heard that name before.
You were the giant who saved all—
Since you were able, under the name, as long as its blaze, even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Hermano mayor. Eso se ve cool.
What's wrong, Milani? So many memories. So that—
What do you mean? Did
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now.
We can go over the details once we get— I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of
The power of friendship, guys! Él siente algo. Y te apuesto que tiene que ver con la hermana.
Okay, that should be enough.
I hear your voice.
Great. I was going— I'll keep searching.
You are your aim. Focus the story of— It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archons. Go now, my child.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt. Thank you for
Whoa! What's going on?
We're out of time.
It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
Holy shit, buddy.
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us!
Sí, sí, déjame correr. Qué cool.
The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here!
Watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle!
Oops.
Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
You've done well. Now come home.
Ahora, eso fue épico.
We're back!
The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the Speaker's Chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
The power of friendship, guys!
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
Every great display of power comes at a price.
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor soon. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup. Just to make sure no
Sam feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night King.
Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about the
I'll let her explain everything. Every move we make from here on out will decide NATLAN's ultimate...
The power of friendship, guys! Por si acaso hay otra pelea. No me gusta usar el viajero.
Got a problem you can't solve.
Está en medio.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
¿Qué pasó?
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's
Thank goodness you made it back. Take a seat, everybody. All right. That I have to say, though.
He always has been special like that. He can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the event.
Of course. I still have patience.
Thank you, Koichi.
Suena como Koichi de yoyos.
All right, all right. Just give it time.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to... I'll get straight to the point. NATLAN is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
¿Qué pasó?
No.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save our looming destruction is not a recent development.
Mulan told us a little bit about...
500 years ago, unlike the other nations, NATLAN never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by... And still, the problems plaguing the Night King immediately after the war. But at that time, our civilization was dying. Our faith, if we didn't bring... So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, since the plan was mentioned in those memories, but there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or rather, a god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse.
Como Furina.
But, as we all know, NATLAN doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods.
Eres inmortal.
A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years. If the NATLAN of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wayab. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wayab would select a hero. Indicate the chosen would then stand by my side in defense of...
So that means...
I'm one of the chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name 𝕔𝕚𝕟. This after your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wyatt were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, the 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence if we want to unblock that information. So, I've tried my best. Currently, Xilonen of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names.
𝕔𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚 no es la tipa esta que van a sacar ahora.
During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wyatt Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just...
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Just like your
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes are then?
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will... I can only trust in the judgment of the Wyatt. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. And NATLAN's salvation lies not in its Archon. You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought...
Huh? Oh, right!
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom.
Así que ella, existe una posibilidad de que ella muera.
And Mualani has an important
Mabuika va a morir, no.
Yes. The stories embodied by over time they became imbued on their own. Each by burning those items, I was able to activate. It was a rather crude approach.
But weren't they all precious?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve, and then it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute. If they knew those items helped save the
Even when you put it that way.
The people and the events, if you still have regret, your deeds will become new.
Well, we'd still like...
Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory, and we can all use the rest, that's for sure. Try not to let it get to you. All right.
Yo quiero ver los otros 2 tipos que se pusieron a hablar mierda de Kachina, que lo vas a estar a punto.
When I was young, the people of the spring, it's been really nice. I've witnessed their... I'm certain one day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise the Abyss, my rage. But you came to me because I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to... For NATLAN.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again?
Eso no es la familia.
What about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. We will do everything we can to rebuild
Yo no
the trust
entiendo
across
este
time.
lore.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here.
Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
Yo entiendo este lore. De esta región no entiendo. Yo busco un resumen después. Porque es que, like, las últimas regiones después de Sumeru. Voy a llorar ahora. No, pero lo que pasa es que, like, desde Sumeru, tanta porquería que comí ahí, yo dije, nah, yo no voy a prestar atención a más ninguna región.
I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For NATLAN!
No one fights alone.
¿Qué hacía Red de Angry Birds ahí? ¿Qué hacía Red de Angry Birds ahí?
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the...
We are the inheritors of memory, those who grew alongside sun and wind, those who forged our own destiny and future. That is NATLAN's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Mucha bullshit. Usted no. No, era jugando. Es que, like, no me importa. Solo quiero saber qué le pasa a Capitano. Quiero saber si está bien. Quiero saber si está bien el papi. Where are we going, guys?
Hey, you here for the victory feast too?
No bandidos
Oh
son.
no, I knew Chaska would be here, so it's not that I...
Ah, well...
She didn't cause any trouble.
Yeah, she was...
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked?
Maybe it seemed on her impulse to...
So, what you're saying is...
Okay, so anyway...
What? Do you...
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain. I appreciate the... Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason? In the end, it's all the...
Sí, es verdad, es la culpa del abismo. Pero la mayoría es culpa tuya, Paimon. A ver, es la culpa de mi hermana. Ella fue que me trajo en este pinche mundo extraño. ¡Oh my God, The Weeknd! ¡Oh my God, The Weeknd!
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
The Weeknd!
Woohoo! Well done, Kachina.
Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally made.
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great...
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just say no.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. When he insisted on repaying the
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
I'm really sorry, 𝕔𝕠𝕜𝕚.
It's amazing that you still made it.
So, what about you guys?
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late to the stadium on the day. We got disqualified.
¡Ah, por pendejo!
Serves.
All right. Dear friends, firstly, I'm grateful to my friend, this traveler and his companion Paimon are some of the strong. They've agreed to let me learn from them. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san.
Kinichi está ahí como que yo no quiero estar aquí, me quiero ir a casa.
They too deserve to be called our heroes. So,
well said!
I'll drink to that. How does it... To be honest, it's so... Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion. Hey, please don't...
My apologies. I knew more than I let on. Everything comes at a price, and most heroes aren't people who set out to become a hero. If you cling too tightly to your goal, you end up losing things that are far more precious. But in any case, we're now on the same page. I wonder how long before the two final heroes appear. From the Flower Feather Clan and the Masters of the Night Wind.
Mabuika está aquí. Hi, mommy.
You're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two. You look like you've still got questions. Ask away. Because the thought of telling you could just as imagine if I said I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. Or...
I'm suddenly remembering that portrait in your room.
Yes, it was. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude she played and it was an impressive. You feel lost. This is a war. And there can be no war without loss. The people of NATLAN look to me as their Archon.
Yeah.
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and even if the future ends in destruction, there's still... And it's precisely... This is a pivotal moment. We are... Well...
Interesante. No me importa.
There's your resistance if you agree to...
Ancient names can be forged?
They can. Several strict possessing an ancient name would mean that you're the O to resurrect, just like in the Night Kingdom. I will...
Yeah, we can't...
Wonderful. We've never forged...
Terminé el segundo acto. Embuste.
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power.
¡Ay! ¡Hay un traidor ahí!
Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportunity to
¡Papitano!
seize the Gnosis.
¡Qué bendición! ¡Qué estúpida fue!
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken
¡Qué bendición! ¡Dios bendiga!
And I don't intend to start. As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to.
¿Quién es ese?
You don't have much time. And you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
Esa voz se me hace familiar.
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be.
Sepa, es que el diseño me encanta. Y tiene... ¡Sí tiene pelo largo! Yo pensaba que era embuste. Oh.
You heard something from here, didn't you?
Ese papi. Déjenmelo con la máscara, por favor. Porque si me le quitan la máscara y me lo dañan, ¡mira! Yo lloro. Terminé. No puede ser. Terminé. Terminé. Y para eso, y me gané 500 premios. ¡Qué bendición! Es que sea normal. Eso no era. Eso no es el Archon Quest que creo que tenía acá. Eso es todo, ya se acabó. No, porque like... Embuste. Ya terminé el Archon Quest. Tengo que esperar a la actualización. The Weeknd. Wow. ¿Qué puedo decir? Me encanta. Me encantó. Me encantó mucho, me encantó mucho. Me encantó, me encanta. Genshin Impact nunca voy a dejar de amarlo. Y sí, aunque digan que Genshin Impact es un juego, una porquería, y todas esas cosas que digan de Genshin, te seguiré amando Genshin. ¡Una lamané! Perdón. Jodas. Hasta aquí terminó. Embuste. ¿Cuánto duré? ¿Cuánto duró? 2 horas. 2 horas nada más. ¿Qué hacemos? Carajo. Se acabó. Bueno, hacer esto, ni modo, para ver. Ay, yo quiero hacer esta. ¡No tengo llaves! Vamos a la de casual. No, hay que hacerla de Gustavo. Y está. Me cago en los pajaritos. Esto.
Really?
Me cago en tu madre.
Oh? Don't act that! Although, climb? Forget Forgive me. This is what funeral. Oh, you know Zhongli? Well, that saves me a lot of explaining. I'm Hu Tao, the current director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, responsible for, well, trifling matters having to do with immortality. A satisfying trade to be in, though, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is well known around.
Yeah, if we were looking for Wangsheng...
Ah, but you see, I wasn't referring to clients in the business sense. Everyone who enters this mortal realm will be a client of mine. Sooner or later. Well, that's dark. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor welcomes advanced reservations. When you choose us, you'll never have to worry about what might be around the corner. But be sure to book the right date. Pro tip, it is a living nightmare trying to get flowers at short notice. Speaking of dates, if you're struggling to decide, please do come and talk it over. I'd hate to see you still alive and kicking when your big day comes.
Está hablando del día de mi muerte. Tranquila, yo te voy a decir cuando yo me mate. Esta noche me voy a matar, porque mañana hay clase.
Whoa. So that's... you...
You'll have to excuse her. We'd heard that there'd been some supernatural activity at Wuwang Hill. It went very smoothly. According to...
Wangsheng Funeral... You two... maybe you're adventure. Then you are one of...
Would?
That's just how we...
But I've just only...
Well, that's because... Oh, take a look. Clients like these deserve better treatment. Anyway, I have a favor. This seems like... You see?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Me quedé ciega por hacer eso nada más.
She's a weird one.
You again. Look, I told you, we're not interested in the kind of cooperation you describe.
Come on, there's no reason to get upset. Look, since first things first, that's not all.
I don't think you're hearing me.
Okay, all right. I get it. You want to bargain a little more. Just think about it. An adventurer's life is full of unexpected threats. It's only natural to take precautions. Mend the roof before it rains, as they say.
Yeah, no. Speaking of it's time for you to go. I have to attend.
Oh, wait, hold on. What would you say to a group
Director, please, you did your best.
If Paimon understood all that correctly...
Yeah, nothing left to do here. Rejecting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's their loss. Some things are inevitable. It's only a matter of time.
Ahí hay un cofre. ¡Aquí hay un cofre! Bueno, cosas que no sabían sobre mí. Yo no exploro... Parece que yo exploro Genshin, pero no, yo no exploro 3 pepinos. ¡Gatito!
Seems like the old ways are the most reliable after all. Mung. Trust me, they're going to... Clients in need come... I fulfill the request. Although...
No, Director, I'm not asking about...
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor business develop. I put up posts, then I organize...
Well, that doesn't come as a huge...
And finally, so now, the other method... They may not need it right away. All right, Mung, keep at... Oh, I get it. It is true. But in doing so, I neglected my old clients. You're right. It's unfair. You must be the director.
Not us!
Well, I wouldn't get the director's tax.
Her?
Está donde mismo la dejamos.
Settled then. Write it like this. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor Bumper Sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get three free. More for your Mora.
¿Cómo funciona eso? Compra uno, llévate otro gratis. Compra uno y el otro gratis. Compra dos, el tercero gratis. Mora para tu mora. No entendí.
I love it.
But Director, isn't...
That's old hat.
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to open up?
Poor guys give...
Right, we should get going.
We?
Who else? Do you see anyone else around here? Oh,
stop adding little afterthoughts like that. It creeps people out.
Just a joke. Sorry. Lighten up. What people truly fear. Oh, baseless. Oh, more approachable and appeasable than you'd imagined?
I wouldn't say that. Let's just say at least it didn't hurt us.
You must have come across a particularly the job of... So for ordinary...
Then you really don't...
You make it sound so... I never... All right, let's get going.
Director, wait.
Big G? Who's that? We've been in Liyue for 8...
Oh, nothing. Just something Mung's been pleading with me to take care of.
Where are we going?
To visit an important potential client. I'll lead the way.
Yo nunca había visto esto. Pero linda. Que hay aquí adentro. Como les dije, yo no exploro.
Hello, I'm Hu Tao.
Okay, so why would someone from Wangsheng...
Nothing major. How are you feeling these days? You shouldn't ignore them, by the way. Very often they're an omen of something terminal. When we're healthy, it's easy to forget the crushing fragility of life. So, aches and pains, best to keep an eye on them.
Preocupante.
What are you getting at? I'm in great health and go and find some other poor soul.
Why did they get angry? What's wrong with a few earnest health tips?
Hyman thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor.
Es que es verdad, ella viene literal buscando, ¿cómo te sientes? No te vas a morir ahora, porque si te vas a morir, pues dime yo, contrátanos a nosotros. Y yo como que, mujer, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? Imagino que una mujer se te acerque y diga, ¿cómo te estás sintiendo? Mira, si te vas a morir, cuéntanos, contrátanos a nosotros y te enterramos. ¿Dónde es eso? Yo nunca he pasado para acá.
And you are?
Hello there. Would you be interested in understanding a bit about our services at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Mujer, va a asustar a todo el mundo.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. So you're out here looking for new customers?
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service.
I'm not sure it's every service that falls into that. Anyway.
Another failure. Still, not the end of the world.
Paimon's curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
I know your face.
Don't apologize. Get to know us. Ever hear the saying out...
If you keep talking like this, I'll have to call the Millilith.
No. But Wangsheng Funeral...
You really don't give up, do you?
Are you trying to make me feel better? Thank you. See,
not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
Business development? Surely you don't think all that was business.
Then what was it exactly? Traumatization for its own sake?
No. I was helping to find somebody for Mung. You remember Big G? As it turns out, the Big G that Mung is looking for is a ghost adrift in the mortal realm. The three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G. But having seen them, I didn't sense the presence of anything otherworldly. So we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind of...
Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? I'm no doctor. Were you seriously hoping that the director of the Wangsheng funeral parlor was going to start healing people? Or...
Paimon was trying to...
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng.
Con razón se muere rápido ella cuando la usan. Cuando usa su ataque, le quita vida y casi se muere. Por eso es que nunca me gusta jugar. Yo tengo que usar personajes que tengo que... No gusta usar personajes que están constantemente curándolos, me da estrés. Para eso busco cosas para mantenerlos vivos por más tiempo. Y por eso es que yo uso a Yayao, que me los cura todos de una vez. Cuando uso su burst. Ah, era Zhongli ahora. Ese no es Zhongli.
Mung, I'm back.
I see.
Who is this Big G?
I guess I should start at the beginning. Big G was one of them. I've never forgotten. But recently, after one such visit, I started to feel... I can't help but wonder. Perhaps, how would I ever come to terms with my childhood friend become...
That's why he joined Wangsheng funeral parlor. In place of a salary, I'm helping him deal with this matter. And in fact, what Mung has said is entirely plausible. Spirits on occasion do find a way into our world. But as for evil spirits, I think you're scared.
But are you sure there's no...
You see what I mean? Those people we found...
Wong Hill, child...
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng funeral? My name's Luo Chung. I've had this awful feeling. Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I fell ill. I've been having recurring nightmares, but I think that it's...
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic curse, all right.
You believe so too? And if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste to... The symptoms I'm having are just like those described in...
Wuwang Hill?
Hold your horses, both of you.
Isn't that exactly what...
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right?
All right. Don't panic. However, in order to lift the curse, come with me, my trusty assistants.
I guess I'll come too.
Help him make the preparations first. The incense exorcism, the one I taught you. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this...
Okay, I get...
Right. Let's go.
¿Ah? En fin, lógica de Genshin. Yo y un chili. Eso me yo y un chili. Me emociona demasiado. Ahí hay un tipo. Primisión. Debe cogerlo porque like. ¿Qué tengo que hacer? No se puede haber escondido. buddy, I don't have time for this. No lo voy a encontrar. Pero ahí. Que te paré. Ahí no está. Te encontré.
See, just follow my intuition.
No, no lo encuentro. Cerca de las casas. Encontré. ¿Cuántas veces tengo que hacer esto? By the cliff. Qué cool. Voy a perder otra vez. Animal, yo son del sur. Espérate. South es para allá. Te encontré. Sí, Paimo Gems. Yo ni sé por qué me dio la gana de hacer eso. En fin, lo que estaba haciendo.
ritual at all. We just need to kill some time.
Pensé que decía kill someone.
Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? They were eradicated ages ago. You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil spirit. It's hard to reason with them. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. If you want to calm them down, you need to convince them with something. And the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying the boogeyman they believe in before their very eyes.
Sounds like that might work. You're onto something.
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve the situation. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is...
Makes sense.
But do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. That resentment turned into the plague took the lives. Then someone discovered...
Paimon didn't see that.
Yes. Anyway, it took... we've done... To sum it up, we are gatekeepers. Guarding them. So when I say this curse is just a... Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. This ley line monolith will make for a really great prop. Ah, you're finally here! Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. But don't worry, the Traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety. Oh, right! I forgot to...
Will that really solve my...
Trust the director. She might...
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more...
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
Fracture! Keep moving! Bring it on!
Help! I'm the frying pan!
I'm counting on you!
Nice and spicy! Don't be scared!
I will.
Fracture!
How are you feeling? Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more I can't express how grateful I...
Great. In which...
What?
This exorcism device? People like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith, deceptively effective at attracting monsters. And those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your curse. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse, then what's the cause of your sudden recovery?
The curse? Then why was I sick?
You caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the last option. Wouldn't be the first time in my career.
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect that.
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it over and over again. So I'd appreciate it if human life is short. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Wow. I
feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. However, since we are done with the matter at hand,
I believe that won't be... He found us.
Big G?
I didn't... This is... Well, he is a spirit. It's... Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Se dormía.
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place. Now,
This explanation.
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
don't ever question.
I just wanted to. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. A few days ago, some people.
I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Yeah,
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense.
So, why didn't you just...
It's too high for me.
That's right, yeah.
I knew I wasn't I wouldn't have found...
I'm so relieved that you had...
Like I said, don't...
But he just said he...
Well, Mung and I will escort Big G.
They're all friends.
I wouldn't want so be careful.
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares. Hi!
Oh, you. Sorry. Yes. We grew up together. I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. To be honest, but he must have had it. Did he tell?
Yeah, he did. Just, theoretically.
I'd cook something. I can make it for you. I'm sure he'd appreciate.
Yeah, just...
Julian chilies are a common.
Con tu madre, yo necesito eso.
Great. This should be enough. I'll get started on the Julian chili chicken. I guess you've got other folks to try when everyone's ready.
Great! How did he know about the other?
Buena pregunta. Ahora viene un muerto. ¿Qué hice? ¿Qué?
Not you again.
Mung told us about you. You could...
That's true, yes. It didn't take long for his good friends to figure out why. But I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it, so...
How did you know? We didn't...
I'm a businessman. I've got to... Everyone hears the name Moo Moo and thinks I must be dim-witted. And here, take this. Today...
Wow! You...
So, having... I see. I've got an errand to run. I'll come find you as soon as I'm done.
¿Y todavía venden cosas? No, espérate, esta no era. Era esta. Esto like, no lo vuelven a vender más nunca. Yo puedo comprar esto. LOL.
You're all here.
Reminiscing about old times.
Our hometown was complete.
They've just been telling me you're looking for I make artisan Sao lanterns down by Liyue Harbor. I guess they represent me better than a few days ago. I've already spoke.
Seems like you already know what's going on.
I think she mentioned it. The Plostrites are...
Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else. Doesn't seem like
Espérate, ya se llama Lightning. Ah, no, es el Lightning.
These look like what Sungza was talking about. Let's head back.
My thanks to both of you. This looks like great stuff. Okay. I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. No matter what the days may bring.
As for the matter of Big G...
But if you get the... and that the things we once spoke of...
Thank you. Big G is lucky to have... We got everything we need. Let's go to Wulong Hill and find Hu Tao and the others.
Me mareé. Fucking mosca de mierda. Fallaste. ¿Por qué? Por puto.
Oh, you're back already? You didn't go spilling the beans, did you?
Does Paimon look that unreliable?
Nevertheless, when it comes to... Which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full... Guard the border between life and...
So what about us?
Of course not. After all, and where we're going, all of it exists within the border. Whatever you do, don't get all worked. So listen to everything I...
Paimon's scared, but like Hu Tao said...
Vamos a usar a Hu Tao. Van a ver por qué no me gusta usar a Hu Tao. Alondra, ¿no te gusta esta persona? Sí. Pero vas a ver por qué a mí no me gusta.
Close to death, but not like the hell or underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit haywire.
¿Ves?
You're cool. Follow me. The farewell
¿Viste
ceremony
eso, Alondra?
is just up ahead.
Espérate. Tengo que ver. Mira la vida. Ya que tú veas cuando tenga que pelear.
That pattern looks familiar.
From the right angle, you can make out the whole thing.
Oh, just like last time.
¿Qué tengo que hacer? Alondra, mira. Mírale la vida. Y mientras más lo uses, más se muere. Mira, viste, ya se está muriendo. Nah, los masoquistas pueden coger chao. ¿Escuchaste lo que dio? Se curó.
That's why it's named the border. Whenever you please. You need to have a little, how do people normally put it? Pumping ceremony?
I'm pretty sure that's not how people put it.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! By the way, I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things. See if you can find a way to get the right things into the right places. Usually it requires a bit of destruction as well as elemental reactions. On your marks.
You talking to us?
With the wind.
Nice and spicy.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Cross over!
Let's have a look around. Or up ahead.
Estoy perdida. Oh, Dios. Oh, Dios, me voy a ahogar. Di la vuelta, literal, no entendí. Tengo que pasar para allá. ¿Cómo? Espera, ¿qué?
Huh? Isn't this where we just were before? What in Teyvat is going on? Have we even been moving forward this whole time?
It's almost as if we're constantly being sent back to the beginning. Everything we said.
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
No, they haven't.
Daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
Ah, soy inteligente.
Really? Paimon thought we were going to be trapped in that weird place forever.
That's exactly the point. Trespassers end up running scared.
So that's the weird...
Yep. Just
Yeah!
Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead. I know you're excited, so feel free to have a look around and talk amongst yourselves. Soon you'll find out there's nothing special about this place.
Phew. It's the lantern rite again. Wouldn't it?
You can make a wish without a lantern, you know.
Yell it? Isn't that as soon as the first person yells?
That's right.
All right. If that's so funny to get rich, of course. Yeah, if you get
not just one. Well, if
whoa.
husband.
Yeah. Anyway, me?
Huh?
It brings back so many memories.
It's been so long. Have all those wishes really come true?
We asked each of them for parting. Little Wu's become a chef.
Really? Wow.
We've never forgotten our child anyway.
Hey, take a... Let's give them some space to go.
Take the hint?
Monks already crossed. As I explained, during the Archon, such were the times.
They must have paid
after generation. By that it took a long time. What you make of my words is up to you. We live in peace. Huh?
What kind of...
I just mean we're... I think we did everything we... But if you...
I won't, I promise. Now that I know that my friends are...
I also want to thank you.
So you should also mind my...
How can you...
See you later, Big G.
Not like that.
No, I'm sorry.
Nah, don't be...
All right, I'll remember...
He's gone then. I thought that closure would...
So...
Well, that's why I envy my friends so much.
That's right. So enjoy your life...
Either way.
No worries. It's a...
Aren't you forgetting about something?
I took you to the border and let you have a look around.
The big...
I'll keep my eyes open and...
You don't sound like...
I'm not an expert on...
Oh, stop saying...
Relax.
Reasons?
The spirits we saw near the... But I've never seen... And this means that becoming the...